Okay, so for my Invention Journal 6 and 7, I decided to do a Prezi and a screencast because I saw pages and it looked pretty easy rather than the Powtoon or whatever it was called. So, my research essay topic is 3D printing and medicine, but I want to specifically focus on orthopedics like prosthetics and stuff like that. It's a lot more advanced than I think most people know because I'm familiar with it. In my sports medicine class, we have a 3D printer, and when I started my research, I was amazed at some of the stuff that they can do. I'm not completely sure on my research like exact question yet. What I'm thinking is like they have made movable prosthetics for like young kids without hands, and they're very inexpensive. So I'm wondering how that will work, if it will become an issue because it's so inexpensive, and how if there will be a money issue because regular prosthetics are not inexpensive. I don't know if that makes sense, if you know what I mean. That's why I don't have the exact question set yet because I'm still trying to figure that out. Um, for my research sources, I got a couple of the things just from doing the last Invention Journal and having to look the stuff up. Like I found tons of helpful videos. If you Academic Search Complete is really good. If you go to the Stark State Digital Library, where if you go to sources right here and then you click on Digital Library, it'll bring you this, and it has all of different topics that you can click on that will take you to anything that you want. They have it on the side. I just used EBSCOhost, which is right here, and you can type in anything in the search bar. You have to log in, which you just log in with your Angel information. But the main thing is with databases and finding research, you just have to look because a lot of them they'll just come up like this and you're reading it and it just says abstract and it doesn't really give you that much information, and some of them won't. A lot of things you have to have access to. Like I found this and it's AAOS, which is American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons, which would be a great source for me. And I went on there and I found good titles of articles that I could use, but you have to register. And I'm a student, so I can't be on the orthopedic surgeon's website. But if you go to the side right here, there's the PDF full text. It says I have expired, but I already downloaded it, and it comes up with this great article that it will be very useful for me. There's a picture of a 3D printer. Um, so EBSCOhost is great. You just have to have patience when you're going through because there's going to be a lot of things that come up, and just reading through them, yeah, some of them might not sound like you can use them, but if you read, that'll really help. The Business Insider and the New Yorker, I found good articles for there. I found an article from the University of Michigan Tubman Health Sciences Library. It was on Scilog's website. I can't remember how I found it. I know I found it doing the Invention Journal 5. I know that this is a credible source because it is done by the Emerging Technologies Librarian at the university, and it has the date and everything on it. So that's a good source. Um, I have through Academic Search Complete, I found the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons, and I think I found the Silogs on there too. So those are great sources. There's just the link to the one I just showed you, and there's a picture of a young girl with a 3D printed prosthetic that can work, and it is very inexpensive. My primary research, I'm going to do an interview either with I planned on originally doing my sports medicine teacher because we have a 3D printer in there, and we're actually going to the State House in Ohio to present a project on it on March 13th. So I know that he has a lot of information on it, which I asked him about it, and he actually wants me to. He knows a biomedical engineer that knows some information on it. So I think that's a great thing for me. I'll have a set of questions asked, which will lead to a conversation. I'm sure I'll get great information. I think that's the best primary research for the type for what I'm doing. I've also thought about putting together a survey to see how familiar people are with 3D printing in medicine. Like, I don't think people realize how advanced it is, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do that yet. I don't know if I need to do that. Research advice, I would just say never stop looking. And like I said, whenever you're on EBSCOhost, just read, read, and read, because you can miss that tiny bit of information that could help you a lot. Steve always says to be a diligent student, you'll do fine, and that is the truth with anything school related. Having an organization technique, I like to keep note cards. I like to print out the articles and the stuff that I'm reading, the sources that I'm using, and highlight them, write them on note cards, either as a direct quote, a summary of something, but with the page number and everything. Then once they're on the note cards, they're a lot easier to put into your essay rather than going through the pages of articles that you have found. Always keep your research question in mind. Know what you're looking for so you don't get off topic. And the main thing is to ask for help, because help is always there. And that's it.